Hi, everybody. This is Roz from Nonna's Italian Kitchen, and I'm going to share with you some of the food that we had on our trip to Italy a couple of weeks ago, where we stayed from Rome all the way to the Amalfi Coast. So let's get started with pizza margherita. It was just as delicious as it looks. Simple, great sauce, little cheese, but delicious. Then we had pizza marinara, which is another classic Neapolitan pizza with little cheese, but more spice and lots of tomatoes. Then we had a pizza fritte, which is a fried pizza. We did not care for it because it was soggy, and it did have great ingredients, zucchini, flowers, ham, and cheese, and the cheese was oozing, but it was so soggy, so we didn't really care for that. Then we had some lasagna just to check it out. Well, it was good, but my husband says mine's better, and it's on the blog if you want it. We took a cooking class and made some superb eggplant parmigiana, which we never eat, but we loved it. We ate gnocchi alla sorrentina several times, pillowy soft potato gnocchi in a delicious marinara sauce with basil and cheese. I couldn't get over how good this is. I'm going to make it, post it on the blog, and share it with you as soon as I can. But this dish was a winner. In the cooking class, we learned how to make rigatoni bolognese. I learned so many tips that I've got to share with you from the teacher, from the instructor. It was just outstanding. Another dish that I've never had before is rigatoni napolitano. Napolitano, Roz. And it was delicious. The difference is it's not ground meat. It's big chunks of beef in the sauce. It was superb. Then we also had spaghetti carbonara. In this particular situation, it was a little bit too eggy and thick. But I did have spaghetti carbonara in Rome, and it was delicious. Lots of guanciale. We had some cacio e pepe at the famous restaurant Roma Strita that Anthony Bourdain recommended. We had a delicious ravioli with buffalo mozzarella and squash with anchovies. Delicious. Then we had something we've never had before, ravioli caprese, and we had it several times in different forms, but it was superb. Another recipe I'm going to make and post on the blog for you. Here's another recipe dish I've never heard of, manicaretto al forno. We also made polpette meatballs in the class. We enjoyed linguine with sea bass, grilled local white fish that they filleted for us along the Amalfi Coast. We also had veal saltimbocca, delicious, veal piccata, wonderful, and then we had delicious fried anchovies in Positano. We had some assorted anchovy antipasti, and we had fried stuffed zucchini blossoms wherever we could find them on the menu. Just delicious. Absolutely superb. We also had fried stuffed olives al ascolana. Very, very good. In several places we had them. I've got the recipe on the blog for you. Cremini is something we've never had before. Sweet, fried little balls. Superb. We had arancina fried rice balls, and here's the inside of those. We also had fried artichokes. We didn't care for these too much, but they are traditional in Rome. We had lots of artisanal breads in various sizes and shapes and textures at every single meal. It was wonderful. We had pastries, of course, sfogliatelle, chocolate-stuffed croissants, and the sfogliatelle was just out of this world. We purchased them wherever we could find them. And of course, we enjoyed them in the morning with our cappuccino. There's even tiny little mini sfogliatelle. Look at how tiny those are. And we also enjoyed baba a rum in Napoli. It's a pastry filled with rum, and also a different version, baba a limoncello, which was also very good. For our salads, we had caprese salad. Obviously, we were on the Isle of Capri. Then I made a caprese salad with some antipasto. We always had an insalata mista, which is a mixed salad in various forms, and always with a lot of tomatoes. Had a minestrone, just average, but it was good. Delicious bruschetta and crostini with anchovies and mozzarella. A prosciutto crostini and a delicious antipasto platter. And the grapes and plums and things were huge. For dessert, we had panna cotta with berries and raspberry sauce with a sprinkle of sugar. We had tiramisu, and everyone was different. Here's a different one coming up. Another tiramisu. That one was okay, a little dry. This was a good one, another tiramisu. But the dessert that took the cake was delizia a limone. We had it every single place we could find it. And we loved the version that had more of a custard inside than a cake. But it's just covered with lemon cream and whipped cream. Gotta have it. Another superb dessert on the coast is Sal di Rosso pear ricotta cake. We had a strawberry tart. We had blueberry tarts. And on the Isle of Capri, we had torta caprese and dark chocolate cake. It was just delicious. Look at that fruit. And we always enjoyed espresso. I love the cappuccino every day. We enjoyed fresh orange juice every day, and there's some more sfogliatella with my cappuccino. In the evening, we had Negroni, some limoncello spritz. There's another one with all those appetizers, and finally, a couple of shots of limoncello. Here's the web address of my blog, where you can get all of the recipes that I'm sharing. Thanks so much for watching Nonna's Italian Kitchen today. Please subscribe. I'd love to have you follow along. Ciao, ciao.